Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to this session on using a capo. For the context of modern worship, a capo is really a necessity because sometimes the parts that we play, we provide ISOs and we try to interpret music as near to the original as possible, and sometimes the original artist used a capo. And so it's not so much about is a capo okay or not okay on electric guitar. Let's just agree that it's okay because there are some voicings that you cannot access without a capo in certain keys. So let's talk about it for a second. Here's the biggest thing that you need to understand when you're picking out a capo. The tension of the capo on your strings is really, really important. And another side comment, a good setup of your guitar is vital to a capo even working. If your guitar is out of whack and the action's super high, a capo with inappropriate or appropriate tension will always cause your intonation to be crazy. And so a good setup is key, and just make sure that's part of your process when you're picking a capo. Another thing is capos can be too strong or too tight. Do you guys remember those old Kaiser capos? They were kind of like with springs on it. You had to squeeze it and put it on your guitar. That's all there was for years and years, and it was often too strong and aggressive for the lighter tension strings that electric guitars use. Enter in this capo. We have them around 12 stone all over the place, and if you don't have one, come let us know. We'll let you have a couple. This is a G7 capo, but it has controllable tension just by your hand, and so I just put it on the guitar, and I squeeze as hard as I feel like I need to for it to fret the strings. And a good setup of your guitar, putting a capo on with appropriate tension, really shouldn't require you to tune again. So if you put a capo on your guitar and your tuning is all out of whack, a couple things may be happening. A, the capo may be too strong or the tension's too aggressive for your setup of your guitar. B, your guitar needs to get set up. You need to get your intonation and your action taken care of. Or you just need to tune your guitar a little bit better before you put the capo on and make sure that it's all right. But really a capo should be a tool that's really easy to put on really anywhere in this zone here where you would put a capo and be able to play most keys. So for instance right here we're in the key of B. I'm going to play G formations. Sometimes that's just the voicing that needs. And one thing to notice how close the capo is to the actual fret. The fret is this little steel, stainless steel bar that goes in your fretboard there. I like to get the capo really pretty close to it and then put my tension on. And if you're way back over here with the capo, a lot of times you could be over pressing the strings. Even though that's where our hands go when we fret, when you're putting a capo, you're trying to replicate this piece of bone here, which is called the nut. The capo is just moving the nut up and down the fretboard. And so trying to get it to kind of do the same thing, get it as close to the fret as possible. Not on the fret, but as close to the fret as possible, and you should be able to be well in tune. You should be able to play in a lot of keys. Cool. If you have any questions about using a capo, let us know, and we'll try to help you out.